3 stages, my brothers and sisters, on the dragon's path. What are those 3 stages? 3 stages on the dragon's path that you will eventually come across. And 3 stages that are very essential to be a dragon witch. So, my brothers and sisters, my name is Tim Heijen and I am a dragon witch. Love to explain to you a bit more about our beautiful spiritual path of the dragon. It all starts, your entire path starts with your life, the beginning of whenever you were born, simply as that. But the stages only begin whenever you are awakened by the dragon. There will be a moment, and your awakening will be completely different than anyone else. Nobody can tell you how your awakening is going to be. Will it be slowly? Will it be soft? Or will it be very intense and extreme? It can be. And if you want to know what mine was, it was intense. It was very intense. And I wanted the world to know that there is so much more than just religion in this world. There are so many things that you can follow, but there is only one that is suitable for you. Very specific. And to find out which one, that is up to you to find out. I have found out that it was the dragon. Very much. And that was from 2005 to 2005, 28th of November. And that is whenever the dragon made me a dragon follower. And that is the first stage. The dragon follower. I wanted to follow the dragon. I want to know everything about the dragon. So the first stage of the dragon's path is the most curious one. What are you actually? It's like you are born once more, once again. I don't want to sound like religion things, but it seems like it, and it also feels like it. So everyone who is awakened by the dragon will feel much more that it's like it's a new start. It's going to be a new start. And that is actually a very intense but also lovely feeling to know that there finally you believe in dragons and you can also not only believe them but follow them. Follow them in every way possible. That you are the curious one, the newborn dragon, you can almost say. The newborn dragon on the side of the dragon, and you are excited, you want to know more. So you are contacting, and that is what I did for the first 7 years. I wanted to contact other people and say whatever is going on with me, but yeah, that is not what other people can say. Other people can say whatever their path is going to be, but your path is going to be so much different. But you will continuously follow the dragon, everything that has to do with the dragon, dragon drawings, dragon movies, dragon everything. You are going to be much more than a fan. You're going to be a follower. You believe in dragons. First stage of the dragon's path. The second stage is what I call draconic Wiccan. A Wiccan that you want to go further than just following. You are doing something much more. You want to contact the dragon. You want to hold them. You want to know what they are. You want also to find out what the mythology is, what the story is behind it. But also, much more than that, that you just want to learn yourself. You want to teach yourself, whatever you have to do. And that is a draconic Wiccan. Of course, a draconic Wiccan is not Wicca, but it's a similarity with Wicca. So that you finally find out that you are not simply a follower, but that you are much deeper. It goes deeper and you find it out as a draconic Wiccan. What is the purpose of this? Have you found your own spirit, your own draconic soul? Is it that? It can be that it's your draconic soul that is transcending, that it's growing, that is evolving. And that is what happens with a draconic Wiccan. Of course, we don't come together. We don't have covens. And we know that as a draconic Wiccan. But we are in this stage that we will read books and we will find other people. So we will read books just like a Wiccan does. Just like a Wiccan does, we will do everything what the book is saying. And a lot of people quit with that. They don't go further. I've seen that with a lot of people. They don't go further than being a draconic Wiccan. But they are happy with that. And I cannot blame them. It's actually a very interesting stage. This stage of course, some people also remain to be a dragon follower and not go further. They believe in dragons, and that's it. They love to see movies, they love to see TV shows, they love to see, I don't know, games, and that is where it ends. That is where it ends for them on that moment. But also later on, you can decide also to transcend to a Draconic Wiccan. And a Draconic Wiccan wants to use magic, wants to use manipulation, but also wants to know everything that there is to know about the dragon. Very curious stage of the dragon's path. And then you can continue as to be a dragon witch. And a dragon witch is like throwing the book away. I know enough now. I know enough from my dragon. I know how magic works, and I know how I should go on my dragon's path. I don't no more need very much the guidelines of my dragons. No, as a dragon witch, we are one and the same. We are one together, and we can communicate through each other, with each other, and see through the same eyes. We are looking through the dragon eye. And that is what a dragon witch is. A dragon witch is not, is throwing actually the book away and just doing however magic works. Magic, and that is that you are ripping all of your humanity off and knowing that there is something deep within that is also very much and the reason why you are with the dragon. And that is what a dragon witch is. A dragon witch will always be for itself. It's also, that is what a Draconic Wiccan, that is the difference with it. A Draconic Wiccan might find other people and be together and possibly say that there are priests. And that is a big difference with the Dragon Witch. That is one step further. That you will find out that there are no priests, there are no leaders. There is no one to tell you how your dragon's path is going, and no one that can know your dragon. As a dragon witch, you realize that. You realize that a lot. That no one in this entire world can tell you whatever you need to do. You know the stories of the dragons. You know the story of Tiamat and Quetzalcoatl. You know everything. And yet these stories are different with you. And as a dragon witch, you know that. This story is all about you. This is your legend that needs to be written. As a dragon witch, you know that. You are transcended from being a Wiccan. And so to be very honest, I know that there can be stages further on, but I haven't reached that. So I can only tell you the 3 stages of the dragon's path, in this case, how I experienced it. So I cannot tell you whatever the transcended is from a witch, maybe the dragons themselves, being a dragon themselves, but in my eyes, I cannot be that in this world. So I am a dragon for dragons, but a witch for humans. An odd one, a strange one, the one that uses magic. The one that uses magic but don't come together, like in some kind of a church or maybe in Wicca. In a lot of places in Wicca, the people come together, and that is why I was drawn to this Wicca community. Maybe they could tell me something of how things work, because I was inside of that Wicca community to find out much more about my dragons, because I was in the stage of being a Draconic Wiccan, but I was not transcended into a dragon witch. In that Draconic Wicca, in that Wicca community, I very much found out that I didn't belong there. I was not comfortable only by being a Draconic Wiccan, only by reading books and knowing about the past and things like this. I wanted more. I wanted to know more. It was more like a personal story, and that was screaming inside of me and around me that this is a personal story. And that is what the 3 stages are doing. They are telling a story of you and your dragons. And that is a very big difference with being a Wiccan. But it's being called a Wiccan because it's similar. It's similar. We have gods, we have guardians, we have spirits, we have magic, a specific kind of magic, what I call the oldest form of magic. And we also use manipulation, witchcraft, and things like that. All of that. That makes us a dragon witch, or a Draconic Wiccan. You can say it. A Draconic Wiccan can also use a lot of magic, but it remains like this, you know. As a Draconic Wiccan, you remain like this. You are afraid to also, you might be afraid to anger the dragon or displease the dragon. As a dragon witch, this is open. As a dragon follower, you don't know, everything is chaos. Chaos is beautiful, my brothers. It's chaos of Tiamat. And everything is like opening up. But after a while, as a draconic Wiccan, it stays like this. And as a dragon witch, it's like this. And maybe there is another stage where there is no wall anymore. And that can be as you transcend as a dragon. So these are the 3 stages. Being a dragon follower, a dragon Wiccan, draconic Wiccan, or being a dragon witch. So these are the stages that you need to enjoy. Need to love life on the side of the dragons. So we are not the ones that say to dragons whatever need to do. Of course not. As a dragon witch, you cannot force dragons. No one can force you. Nothing is forced on the dragon's path, not with a dragon witch. And that is why I transcended away from being a draconic Wiccan to a dragon witch. There was so much more than just a book. There was a personal story. And that is what I wanted to know, what my personal story is going to be and what it was as being a dragon witch. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.